Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Happy Saturday. I think I got something kind of fun planned for us today. I really love my Saturday get togethers with you guys. It's a lot of fun. And I think I got something good planned for today. We'll see how it goes. So come on in, say hello when you get here. I would love to be able to say hello back. Let's get a couple things out of the way. Hi, Kendra. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Greg. Welcome, welcome. If you see that red live box right up there in the corner, that means we're live. If you don't see it, no worries. Just hit hashtag replay. I would love to be able to say hello to you. And so I am Christy, the owner of Uncommon Necessities. We're located here in the Town Square Mall in Port Orchard, Washington. The address is 1700 Southeast Mile Hill Drive, Suite 150. Our shop hours, we have a brick and mortar shop. Our shop hours are Thursday through Sunday, Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5. So come down and visit us. You like the display in the back? Isn't that beautiful? This is a box we did together on one of our Saturday get-togethers. We did this box together. So, some fun things in the works. If you haven't had a chance to pop by this week in our shop, we have totally revamped it. It is looks completely different. It's made way for some new products to come out. It's also given us a little bit of space to hold a small class. So there will be a class schedule coming out. So look for that. And they'll probably start in July. And I hope you can join me because they'll be a lot of fun. So the classes will be an all-inclusive. I'll provide all the supplies and the things you need, and you get to take your project home when you're done. So it'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, so if you haven't had a chance to stop by, come by, see the new layout of the shop, and pretty excited about it and can't wait to share it with you guys. I'll probably go live this week sometime to give you a little mini tour of the shop. So that'll be a lot of fun. And I know it's hot out there, so I hope you're staying nice and cool, Kendra. It's pretty hot. Right now we had, today we had a car show going on down here at the Town Square Mall. So that was pretty exciting. We had some vintage cars and some newer cars. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, on May 20th, Saturday, so next Saturday, we have the Town Square Night Market, and that's from 8 p.m. until midnight, and it's going to be pretty exciting because there's going to be 4 comedians performing here. So we're going to have 4 comedians performing on the main level where our shop is located, and there'll be vendors and all sorts of things going on. So if you're looking for something to do next Saturday, come on down because there'll be some fun and funny comedians happening. And let's see. And that day our shop will also be open from 10 a.m. until midnight. So our shop will be open that entire time. So if you want to do some late night shopping, come on down. If you're just joining in, come on in, say hello. I do have another thing that's pretty exciting I want to tell you guys. So we are going to have a booth at the Kitsap County Fair and Rodeo this year. So we are going to have a booth in the pavilion at the Kitsap County Fair and Rodeo. So exciting, so exciting. And the Fair and Rodeo is going to be from August 23rd to August 27th. So there'll be a 5-day span. We haven't decided yet if we're going to close the shop for those 5 days while we're at that big fair. or if we're going to keep it open. So stay tuned for that. But that's pretty exciting to be able to get into the Kitsap Fair and Rodeo as a vendor. So really excited about that. Come on in, say hello when you get here. Welcome, welcome. I look forward to crafting every Saturday with you guys. It's always a lot of fun. I learn from you, and I hope I bring inspiration to you. It's just so much fun. Okay, so let's get right into the craft. Let me show you the supplies we're going to use today. Now, I will tell you, make sure that when you're going to places like Target and Walmart, that you're looking in those dollar spots that they have. So usually right up front in the store, they have a small section that has items that are like, for Target, it's like $5 and under. And I think Walmart's pretty much the same thing. Theirs is $3 to $5 and under. And they're usually right up front of the store. Make sure you're checking those out and seeing if there's things that maybe they don't quite fit for your decor, but they're inexpensive, and you can change it for inexpensive to maybe match your decor. So what I found at Target the other day was this cute little tin bucket. Look at this. It's like one of those old-fashioned, ice buckets. It's just a tin bucket, nothing fancy. And it was $5. Thanks, Kinder. I love you too. That's my daughter, in case you guys don't know. She's such a sweetheart. She's my biggest one of my biggest cheerleaders. I have a couple big cheerleaders. My husband is my other biggest cheerleader, and so are my other children. But I mean, it's really cute. You could leave it as is. It says cold drinks, but it was $5. And it's fairly good size. I would say this is probably what, 5 inches by 8 inches. So it's not tiny. So I want to change it to match my decor, so I could use it either as something to hold maybe your bathroom, right? This would look really cute in your bathroom. You could put rolled up towels in it for guests. You could use this as a planter and put a plant in it. So many options that you can do with it. So we're going to do this bucket up today. And the products that we're going to use to do that is we're going to use Dixie Belle Chalk Mineral Paint in Peacock. Is this not a gorgeous, gorgeous color? So beautiful. We're going to use Clear Coat in Satin to cover, to protect our project once we're done painting it. We're also, of course, we got to use stamps and transfers and all the goodies, right? So we're going to use a piece of this transfer set from Iron Orchid Design, Ephemeral Melange. I can't pronounce it very well. But anyways, it's really pretty. It's a smaller size for our transfers. It has so many beautiful pictures and small items. So if you want to do smaller items, this is a perfect packet for that. So we're going to use that today. We're also going to do a little stamping on this. And this stamp, I love this stamp because it's basically all in cursive, and it's called Kindest Regards. So we're going to use that stamp set today. And it's from Iron Orchid Design as well. And all of these things that I'm showing you, I do have in store. So if you want to go and get yourself a bucket, I have all of the pieces to do the same thing that we're doing here today. You can do to your own bucket. And you might want to get multiple buckets because they're so darn cute. And we're going to use Iron Orchid Design black ink. This is a great permanent ink. You can use it on so many different surfaces. Fabric, metal, wood, so many. And it's permanent. Fabric, if you use it on fabric, you just heat set your fabric and you're good to go. And then, of course, we'll have a stamp pad that'll have our ink on it, and it's from Iron Orchid Design as well. All right, my friends. Let's get into this. If you're just joining, please say hello. I would love to say hello back. And I know tomorrow is Mother's Day. So exciting. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Mother's Day tomorrow. This would be a great project for Mother's Day. You could do it in one day and give it to your mother tomorrow. So if you're looking for something, this is a possibility. So let me turn the camera down without dropping you. Let's see. Ooh, I'm getting pretty good at this now. Oh, if I can get the angle right on it. Hang on, friends. Hang on. My goodness, I am not doing a very good job. Well, here comes my assistant to help me. We're crooked. Okay. That should work. Let me pull it back just a hair. Okay, can everybody see okay? Hi, Miss Linda. Welcome, welcome. If you missed it, we are doing a project where we're going to upcycle. I got this bucket at Target in their Target dollar spot area for $5. So we're going to do some things to it, make it fancy. Hello, Miss Kay. Welcome, welcome. So I think we got something fun planned today. If you're just jumping on and joining us, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. I said it at the very beginning of the video, but if you don't catch the replay, we have done some revamping of the shop. So it looks a little different now. So if you want to stop by this next week or so, come check it out. I will do a live probably midweek next week and give you guys a sneak peek of what it looks like. We now have a small area for class space. So it's so excited, and I'm getting together a class schedule, and I'll be putting that out, and we'll start classes in July. So pretty exciting stuff that's happening here. Also, the good news is too is that I now I was able to secure a booth in the Kitsap County Fair and Rodeo. So we will have booth space in the pavilion. And the Kitsap County Fair and Rodeo is the 23rd, August 23rd through August 27th. We haven't decided if we're going to close the shop for those 5 days, so stay tuned. It's so exciting. Oh my gosh. You guys, it looks so much better. It's amazing. I just love the way that we've revamped it. It just looks amazing. I mean, I liked it before. It looked beautiful. But now it's even better. Now we have class space. It's just so exciting. So, yes, Miss Linda. I'm so excited. It is exciting. And there's a couple of other things still in the works that will be happening as well. We do have a few new products in. So by revamping the store, we're able to bring you more things to try and use, and as new tools that you may want to incorporate into what you do. So stay tuned. Make sure you got your notifications on. If you're not already liking and following this video, do that, so that way you get notifications when I go live. Also, if you guys will do me a big favor and share this video out to the universe, then we can get more friends to join us. But I will try to go live midweek next week and give you guys a shop tour. I'm so excited. I just want to show you guys. All right, so let's get this started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to give this a good coat of paint. We're going to use Peacock in the chalk paint color from Dixie Belle. I still can't get over how well this press and seal works. I mean, it's amazing. Kay is amazing with those suggestions. I love it. All right. I'm just using a big brush, nothing exciting. Let me move this out of the way so I don't mess that up. Yeah, so for right now, the hours are still Thursday through Sunday. But in about the next 2 weeks, probably when I go live next week, I'll be announcing some new shop hours. So I'll make sure I mention that next week when I go live to give you the shop tour. So we are expanding hours. So stay tuned, my friends. So exciting. So exciting. And it's all because of the support of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support and all of that. It's wonderful. All right. Now hopefully we'll get to cover. I think we might have to do 2 coats on this, but that's okay. We'll do 2 coats. So in case you missed it as well, next Saturday, we have our Town Square night market. And it's actually going to be a pretty exciting one because there's going to be 4 comedians performing. So it should be a good one. And so we'll have vendors, and I will be open as well. So that's from 8 till midnight. So if you want to do a little late night shopping, come on down and say hello. We'll be here from 10 a.m. until midnight. So it'll be a little bit of a long day, but that's okay. I'm so excited to show you guys the space because it's really opened up. And I'm excited because I get to bring you new products, new things to try. And we're going to start using a couple of different products over the next few Saturdays that we haven't really used too much in the past. So stay tuned and make sure you're here for that, because next Saturday is going to be a fun one. Well, I think every Saturday is fun with you guys. I enjoy it. Oh, you're not moving. It's okay. You're not moving in July. Yay. So you'll be able to come to classes. Yay. That's exciting. That's exciting. I love it. I mean, I'm sorry you don't get to move, but I love it. Does anybody have any cool plans for Mother's Day? My children have decided we're going to have a barbecue at my parents' house, so we'll celebrate my mom and all of my 2 girls and us and all that. We're going to have a little barbecue. I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect weather for a barbecue. It doesn't always happen like that here. So that's pretty exciting. You're not sorry either, Kay. Good. We can be happy together. We can be happy together. I love it. Yay. Well, like I said, there's a lot of good things that are happening. We're getting another restaurant down here at the mall. We have another very fun business coming in that will, I'm sure, be announced out here soon, but it'll be a blast. It'll be a very interactive type business, so we're excited about that. Yeah. So lots of things happening down here. I feel like I'm taking forever to paint this bucket. It's like, hurry up and paint it already. I'll move a little faster here, friends. Hope everyone is staying cool today because it's a pretty hot day out there today. Although I'm staying cool because I'm in the shop. I'm actually working on a table right now, which is really cool because now in the shop, when you come in, you will be able to see the pieces that I'm working on. And I think that's kind of fun. So you'll be able to see what I'm working on and what I'm painting. Right now I'm working on a table. So pretty excited about that. Oop, oop. This is actually a little bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be to paint. Just because I'm trying to, it's slippery. It's a slippery little thing. All right. Now it doesn't have to look perfect. We're not going to worry about that because it's going to look like a vintage bucket. And it's going to look pretty darn cool, I think. And I'll tell you, they got some good things. I actually found some little, the Target dollar spot area, they had these little patriotic little I don't think they're called tricycles, but they're like bikes that have the 3 wheels. They had some of those as well. So make sure you're checking out those spots at those stores at like Walmart and Target because there's some pretty inexpensive things there you can upcycle or up to fix so it matches for you. Let me take a little wipey to this. Oh, you haven't tried this color yet? This is such a beautiful blue. It's peacock. I just love this color. It's so vibrant and beautiful. Usually I stick a lot to neutrals and that, but I said, nope, today we're painting in peacock. It's just a really pretty, vibrant blue. It's kind of like a turquoisey color, actually. It's kind of a blue with a little bit of green, a hint of green. Kind of reminds me of a very blue ocean color. Okay. Get all those spots there. Get in there, little spot. One little area here, and then we can do just a quick second coat on it and hopefully make sure we get those words covered up. Well, as best we can. So we'll see about that. Ooh, I missed a lot underneath there. There we go. Okay. Let's give that a quick dry all the way around. Yeah, it's a really beautiful color. I know it actually looks a little darker on the screen than it is. It's a actually it looks kind of navy. But I must say, the blues that are in the Dixie Belle chalk paint line, there isn't a blue that I don't like. I like all their blues. They're really pretty. Good colors. And sometimes you want just a pop of color, but you don't want a whole piece of furniture done in a maybe this blue color. This is a great way to just give you that little pop of color. Oop, got a little close on that one. Yeah, it definitely looks a little bit more navy on there. It's so funny how the colors show up a little different on camera. Okay. All right. Get that out of the way. Whoop. Let's try and give this another, see if we can get these words covered up. Now the words on this is not raised. They're just kind of imprinted in to the metal. So that was the one thing I really liked about it, is I didn't have to worry about taking off any stickers or anything like that. So it made it even that much easier to go, yeah, I can definitely do something with that and not take a lot of time and effort to change it. Now I will say these corners are a little bit more challenging, but of course I know you guys will do a little neater job than I'm doing right now. But I'm not doing a very neat job, I can tell you that. And you guys will do a much neater job if you do this. But for us, it's just to give us an idea, some inspiration of ways that we can use those things that are in those taller spots. There's some really good items there. Now, I hope that this is not the only time we'll see sun. I hope that we're going to get a summer this year, but not 100 degrees, please. We don't want none of that stuff. Just nice, sunny, comfortably, where you can wear a short sleeve shirt, and that's it. I don't know what the temperature is right now. Okay, let me get this top real quick. And there's going to be a few spots where I'm going to have to come back with maybe a little smaller brush and get, but I'll do that after. And a little cleanup on the aisle. Okay. Almost done with the second coat, friends. Are you guys hanging in there? Still with me? I know it's no fun to watch paint, but I wanted you to see from beginning to end how to take this bucket from where it was at and make it into something completely different for whatever you might need it for. I thought this would be so cute in a bathroom with rolled up towels for guests, tissues, anything like that. You could use it as a plant, a planter. I mean, how cute would it be as a planter? Excuse me. Your app says it's 88 right now, Kate? Oh my goodness, 88. That's hot. That's too warm. What the heck? I mean, we like sun, but 88 is too hot. Well, I hope everybody's staying cool. I know we don't have a lot of air conditioning around here. Okay, let me get this last A little bit here, and then we'll get on with the fun stuff. But I'll tell you, this chalk paint is such a good paint to stick to whatever project you're doing. And if you're having a little trouble with it sticking to a certain metal, we do have what we call Slick Stick, which is perfect for glass, metals, anything that's really super shiny. I did test this out beforehand to see if I was going to need to use Slick Stick, and I didn't, and it stuck really well. So I was very pleased about that. Okay, so we got that second coat on. I think those words are covered up pretty good. 88 degrees, my goodness. So let's get this dried up. I missed a big old spot over here. If you're just joining us, say hello. I'd love to be able to say hello back. If you could take a minute and share this video out so we can get more friends to join us, that would be awesome. Make sure you're liking and following so you can get my notifications, especially since I'm going to go live this next week. You'll know that I've gone live. Now, there is all sorts of things you could do to this. You could do a paint inlay on this bucket. You could do the whole bucket in transfers. We're just going to do one section in transfers. You could stamp it. I mean, the possibilities are really endless. So you could have a lot of fun creating with this surface. And I forget I have a turntable today. I thought, you know, I have a turntable. Why am I not using it? Now you have to be careful because if you hold the heat tool too close, gets the metal really hot and your paint will bubble. So you got to be careful when you're doing that. Gosh, now you can't even tell really which side had the words and which side didn't. That's funny. That's how good this paint is. All right, almost done here, friends. I think we got it. Yep. Okay, let me show you what we got. It's pretty good and dry. So like I said, there's going to be a few spots where I'm going to have to go back and touch it up. But, I mean, it's come out pretty darn good for coverage. You can't even see the words anymore on which side they were on. I think they were on this side, but they're gone now. They are gone now. Now, what I wanted to do is I thought it would be cool to stamp on it. So we are going to use the Kindest Regards stamp, which is a great stamp if you want to have some writing on your project. And I'm only going to use a portion of the stamp because you can see the stamp is much bigger. The stamp is much bigger than my bucket. So what I'm going to do is put ink on just a section of the stamp, and that's what will go on here. So I'm going to try and keep the words is my goal, but if I go over, I'm not too terribly worried about it. I'm going to put the stamp between this ridge and this ridge. Oh, this ridge right here. I'm going to try. But if it doesn't work out, it's all good. And the great thing is, you can always paint over it. Right, friends? Okay, my stamp pad is a little well loved, as you can tell. So you just want to make sure you have a good amount of ink on there, that it's ready to go, easy to do. And then you just pick on your stamp pad where you want to place the ink. And so I'm going to choose right here to do the ink. And if I go over, I'm not, like I said, I'm not worried about it if I go over those ridges. Let's see how this looks on this beautiful color. Now, what's nice about these stamps is that because they're not a rigid stamp, you can bend them around corners and around round surfaces. So it makes it perfect to do this bucket. Make sure I don't have my stamp upside down. That would be funny. Have the words upside down. You'd have to turn your head over to read them. So I am going to, so holding it up here, I see I've got quite a bit overage. So I'm going to wipe just a little bit off the bottom down here with a little wipey. Not hard, just a little bit. And I'm just going to take my wipey and wipe that off. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. All right. Let me pull my bucket back here. All right. So all I'm going to do is just take my stamp and lay it right on top of that. And then I'm just going to give it a good old press. Just like that. I'm going to press it around those corners. Now this is not going to line up all the way around. That's okay. Doesn't need to. We just wanted to give it that impression that there was words written on this bucket. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now, I am going to tell you, out of this packet of transfers, I chose this particular transfer to put on. So before I do the other side, so here's the one I just did. Isn't that beautiful? This transfer is going to go right here on the bucket. Just like that. So I'm going to put the words on and let them wrap up around a little bit. I don't really want the words underneath because when you put the transfer down, you may see some of that through the transfer. So I'm going to just try to gauge it to where I just wrap them around just far enough there. So let's see if we can do that. Okay. Let's put it on its side. Ink it up a little bit more. All right. Should have inked it from the other direction, so let's go this way. Okay. Again, I'm going to take a little bit off this side over here because I don't want it to wrap too far around the front. And that's what I love about this ink. You can just wipe it right off with the baby wipe. So easy. So I'm going to put this down like right about here. And we're just going to kind of wrap it around the front. So those words come right on the front. And if you get words where you don't want them, don't worry. You can always paint over it. Not a big deal. Like I said, we just want a hint of those words being on here. Okay. Let's see how we did. Looks pretty good. Didn't get too much on the side here, so we're going to try it again. A little bit more. We put a little bit more ink there. And I'm just going to kind of put it on there and wrap it around. Okay. We're going to go with that. There's a little spot right down here that didn't get anything, so let me put something there. I'm going to put these words right there. All right. Perfect. Let's do the other side. And let me come at it from this side now. Get another wipe. I'm so glad you guys could join me today. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with me while I make this. Let me make sure I get the right thing here. That's it. I love stamping. Stamping is probably one of the easiest things to do. Put some ink on a pad and you just push the stamp down. That's what's so great about it. Okay. Let me get some there, make sure it's good in there. Let's see what we got. Ah! Look at that side. So we have a little bit of a spot there in the front for that. And then we have the back done. Perfect. Now, because I know what I do with my, it's like, what did I do with my transfer? So since I know my transfer is going to be somewhere like that, I could go ahead and put a few more stamped words right up top here. So let's do that. And let me do this side here a little bit. Now I'm going to be kind of careful and holding this up because I don't want, I mean, you could cover it. It's not that big a deal, but if you have a transfer that you can see through a little bit, it would be a problem. This one is a pretty solid transfer, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But there. And then we'll put it on just like that. So let's make sure this is all good and dry. And then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to put a top coat on. Transfers like to stick to top coats much easier. You can certainly do it with without putting the top coat down. Just means it might be a little bit more elbow grease, but not too much. And this is just making sure it's dry because you have to be careful because you could reactivate your stamp ink if it's not good and dry. Okay. let's set that back over here. All right, now let's get another brush. Does this look like something you guys might try? Now, they're always changing the things up in those dollar spots. So you never know what gem you could find tomorrow in that dollar spot. It's awesome. And the thing that I like about those dollar spots, I find great things at Dollar Tree, but the dollar spots at Target and Walmart, the product is just a little bit more solid. Okay, so I'm going to start back here in the back. I'm putting on Clear Coat by Dixie Belle in satin. So it's going to give it just a little bit of a sheen. And you just want to make sure that that ink is good and dry before you do this, because you don't want to smear your ink everywhere. So make sure that that's good and dry. And so this will give it just a little bit of a sheen. So it'll be just a little bit glossy. And I'll tell you, the top coats from Dixie Belle dry really fast, just like their chalk paints. And so it's a great top coat to work with. Okay. And let's keep going. Flip this handle up. Now what this is doing is it's sealing that chalk paint and that ink right onto the bucket. So this will protect it from any, light use. If you wanted to put this outside, I would say you'd probably want to use our gator hide top coat, which is our most protected. It's a water repellent. So it would withstand being out where there might be rain or your hose or a sprinkler or something of that nature, where it might get a little bit wet. And so if you use that gator hide, that will protect it good for that. Oop. Don't fall. We don't have time for that. Okay. There we go. Let's do this front side. And if you guys have never used the top coats, they're really meant for your surfaces where there's going to be maybe a little bit of use, but not a lot. So it gives it a little tougher coat than, say, a wax. Wax will give it a pretty hard coat after it's cured, but the top coat gives it just a little bit more protection. So could you put wax on this instead? Use a clear wax, white wax, any of the waxes? Absolutely you could, to protect it. But if it's going to be out in the weather or used quite a bit, then I would protect it with a top coat. But you could certainly use a wax to protect it. Okay, this is almost done. Thanks for hanging in there with me today, friends. I do appreciate it. Did you hear that? My lovely assistant said, "You're welcome." He's so funny. Let me tell you, he worked really hard these last 3 days because we revamped the store over Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. And he worked really, really hard. He put together so many shelves and all this stuff and moved a bunch of stuff. So I appreciate him very, very much. Thank you very much, honey. And if you see him in the comments, his name's Greg. That is the other half of this adventure. Give this a quick dry. And then top coat. So chalk paint, when it dries dull. But once you put top coat or a wax on it, it brings that color right back to that vivid color that you chose. So it makes it pop again. So don't be too worried that if you put on the paint and it really looks dull and not nearly shiny or anything, once you put that top coat or wax on, it'll bring it right back again. It's amazing. Greg is a sweetheart. Oh, you're so sweet, Kay. He is a sweetheart. He is also one of my big cheerleaders, along with my children, my parents, everybody. I am one very well blessed person. So, Greg says thank you. All right. Now, there is all sorts of things that you can do to even add even more to this, but we're not going to do it today. So, if you notice, there is a little top rim and a little bottom rim. You could, you could add maybe gold here or a different color on this rim. You could add a different color on this here. All of those things will change the look and make it fit for your decor, right? So there's so many options with these types of surfaces, which is so great. All right, now that we got it good and dry, let's get our transfer down. All you do is cut out the piece you want out of the book. There's a paper backing on it. You'll take the paper backing off, just like that. You'll put your transfer down. Now you want to make sure that you've lined it up where you want it, because once it's down, it's down. And I got to take it off this turntable. It's down, because if you try to pick it back up, you're going to pull pieces of your transfer back up that you don't really want to pull away. So I think I got to stand up a little bit, make sure I get it even. Kind of even. Now you could measure this out and all that, but you guys all know that I just kind of go with the flow. So give it a little rub. Take your little thingamajigger tool and you just start rubbing. Now what's great about this is it's on this metal surface, so it should come off fairly easy. And we put that top coat down, which also will make it easy. And the reason I chose the color I did was I pulled out of it a color from the label I wanted to use. So I don't know if you can see it, but inside that label, there is like a lighter version in the leaves. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a lighter version, oops, like right here in these leaves of this color. So usually what I try to do is if I'm painting a surface and I'm going to put a transfer on it, is I try to find something within the transfer to tie the paint to. So that's how I chose this color. Now all you do is find a corner of the plastic. Oops, and I pulled a little paint back. Not to worry though, because I could just add a little bit of paint there. Typically you would make sure that this sat and dried for 24 hours before you really started messing with it. You don't have to wait that long to put your transfers on, but to make sure the paint's good and dry and cured. But if you do mess up a spot, just paint it again. Not a big deal. And look how easy this transfer is coming off. Transfer should not be a lot of work. They should not be a lot of elbow grease to getting a transfer on. So that's why if you've got the top coat down, that's it. Now I'm just going to take and my transfer and rub right over top the plastic sheet. Make sure all those edges are down. There we go. Let me get a little brush and touch up my little spot there that I messed up. Because I put 2 coats on, I'll need to put another little dab on there. But there you go. Now, I could come back and put a little bit of words right back down there so it all kind of has a little bit. Let's see what I got to do. And let me wipe this off. The stamp, that's what I love about this. It's so easy to clean these stamps. I'm literally using a baby wipe to wipe it back. So if you can do it pretty close to when you use it, it's pretty easy to clean these. If for some reason it's sat and dried, not to worry. Just run it under some soapy warm water. Do not use extra hot water. That will be a problem for your stamps. Just use soapy warm water and the ink will come off. Okay. Let me find a quick little, we'll just do this little section right here. And all I'll do is put a little bit down there so it doesn't look quite so bare. And I got a little much on my stamp. I'm going to wipe a little bit of that back. Now you could mask off the areas too. So you can use, I use painter's tape a lot. And you could certainly mask it off so the stamp won't get where you don't want it. That's another option. And we will just put these words right down here. And it will look like it was all meant to be. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful as always. Oh, Miss Kay, you're so sweet. Oh, you guys. I just love you all. You guys are my friends. That's why I like crafting with you. It's a lot of fun. That's why it's fun to try new things out too. So there'll be some of that going on this next week. Maybe next week or the week after. We'll be trying some new stuff. We'll be trying it together. So we'll see how it goes. All right, my friends. Now look. We have this cute little bucket that's now been, it still looks crooked on the camera, but we have this cute little, trying to find a way it's straight, cute little bucket that we can use in our home. I mean, how cute is that? And all we did was change the color. And I am really messing because it didn't get completely dry. So I got a couple little spots over here. But, I mean, let me paint that up there. That's why it's really key. Make sure your stuff is completely dry before you mess around with it. Because my paint rubbed off. All good. That's why it's so easy. Because if it does, you just add a little paint back. And then you could put a little top coat over those little spots and then you're good to go. Not a huge deal. Or you can leave them because it kind of looks worn that way. But anyways, it took us about 45 minutes, 50 minutes to change the complete look of that bucket with just a few things. I mean, how cute is that? And all we used was some chalk paint, a top coat, an Iron Orchid Design transfer, Iron Orchid Design stamp, and voila. I mean, there's some cute, if you've not done transfers and you want to give them a try, this transfer packet is amazing. And I'll show you, because you could take, I mean, I honestly thought about doing this too. You could take one of these roses and cut it out, and you could put that in the section right there. I mean, how cute would that be? These roses are gorgeous. Don't be afraid to cut your transfers apart and use them for the projects you need them for. So you can go in there and separate those roses, and then you would have 3 complete roses. Look at that. You would have 3 roses. Cut this section out. You have a bud and then a whole nother rose. How cute would that be on a bucket? So that's our project fun for today. Thank you, Miss Linda. You're so sweet. So I hope you guys give it a try. Keep your eyes posted for those great inexpensive objects that you could easily turn into something to make it your own. So, I mean, you could even use this as a little mini ice bucket, couldn't you? Absolutely. For outside on your patio. So, well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday. Happy Mother's Day to all my moms of pets and humans. You all are amazing. And I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart of spending time with me every Saturday. I so enjoy it and I so appreciate it. And I love being able to craft together. Don't forget, we have a creators corner. So if you have projects you've been working on or things you've done you want to share, go over there and make a post and share those things. We love to see them. Lots of fun. Everybody's working on so many good things. So share with each other. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms. Oh, Miss Kay, you're so sweet. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. And yeah, so stay tuned, because this week I'm going to go live and show you the new layout of the shop. And so make sure you got your notifications on. And next Saturday, the shop will be open from 10 a.m. until midnight. So if you're into a little late night shopping, you can come down and shop and hear some comedians maybe. They will be here. So you guys make sure you stay cool and have a great rest of your weekend and relax and enjoy tomorrow. Yeah. All right, my friends. Thank you, and I love you all. Let me put the camera up so you can see my face again. I don't know how exciting that is, but we'll do it anyways. Whew, I feel like I'm really close to you. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. Have fun at the barbecue. Oh, we will. It's hamburgers and hot dogs. You know, you can't beat a hamburger and hot dog barbecue. I love it. It's the start of the summer barbecuing season. So, everyone have a great weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Come by, check out the shop. Pretty exciting stuff. If you're going to be at the Kitsap County Fair and Rodeo this year, we're going to be there. So if you're there, stop by and say hello. Otherwise, you guys have a great day. Thank you, and I love you all. And stay cool. Bye, friends.